Okay, y'all, good morning. Enough of that. Um, Hopefully y'all can hear me good. I can't hoot and holler this morning because I got my grandbaby. I mean, he a big boy. Anyway, happy Saturday. Here I am with my usual weekly recap. Um, it's 5 minutes to 8. I'm gonna try to give y'all a good hour, but y'all know once he get up, I'm gonna have to keep it moving, right? So anyway, so how's everybody been? I hope everybody had a great week. As you can see, my name is LaDawn. And my content, if you're new here, I talk about lifestyle, recovery, sobriety, AA, things that happen to me, things that happen in my life on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. I do not cover content based on the beef or black sector. Sometimes I may give my thoughts on something, especially if a comment is dropped, but I do not cover content in the sense of where I'm doing commentary. I have no beefs with anyone. I'm not allied with anyone. When you see me and where you see me, that's where I drop down. Those are the people I like, or the chats that I like to be in. It's nothing more, it's nothing less. The few panels I hit, the same thing. There's a purpose for everything, and I like to make that very clear, although it may seem repetitive, because I am getting new subscribers. So I just want to make it very clear that while I'm in these spaces and places, my purpose when you see me in those places is to get purely entertained. Good morning, Jay Dunn, baby. How are you? How are you this morning? Um, so now that I got that out the way, um, I just want to, just talk to you guys about how my week has been. My week has been really good, except for Thursday. I had a really bad day. Really, really bad day. Like, I just went to IOP. I did not stay after. I was grumpy. Everybody was noticing it. But Wednesday night, if you're familiar with the program Alcoholics Anonymous and people who work the 12 steps, I had wrote out my fourth step. And I had started and I did three people, but I was just like, I'm about to finish this. So I literally wrote it in totality, and it was a bit draining. It did shift my mood. I did, consciously apologize to everyone, like, hey, y'all, I'm sorry. I know this ain't like me. I'm tired. And it was crazy because that night after I wrote it, I only had like 2 hours of sleep. So during the week, for the most part, I'm usually up by 5 a.m. And I really had went to bed at like 3 a.m. was up at 5 a.m. So I was just a mess. So the first half of Thursday was really bad. I ended up coming home, eating some good food, taking a nap, and then I went to an evening meeting, and then my day turned around completely. I can say, but for the grace of God, these things are happening to me where I can start my day off bad and end my day in a great spot. Most of my days start off pretty good. Um, but I am human and things affect me just like they affect everyone else. Isn't that right, Jaden? But guys, I pray a lot. I've been calling my dad a lot. Like, me and him are like two peas in a pod now. My sponsor is amazing. Um, I have other people I do communicate with. And when I have no one else, I just talk to God. Sometimes even scrolling on Instagram or TikTok, because my algorithm is set differently, can give me some relief. Like, it's been days where I woke up and I was a bit uneasy, and then a scripture would drop. And y'all know I'm not Christian, but I receive God. So with me saying that I receive God, the Most High, the creator of the universe, that means I'm open to receiving anything that comes my way. That's going to help me, right? So I've also found a new liking for TD Jake's daughter, Sarah Jakes Roberts. Um, I found her and I really like her message, but the algorithm is messy. Not only is it tricky, but it's messy. So, of course, when you find people that you like, you also find the naysayers, right? But it is what it is. I found her. I like her. I've been sharing a lot of her stuff with my sponsor. My sponsor absolutely loves her. Um, so those things, just little things, and just I like to tell y'all about my progress around these times. So now I'm getting ready to do my fifth step, which is going to be next weekend. I'm excited to get this stuff off. to talk about these things because I've done it before, but believe it or not, in these few years, is I have accumulated more things that I need to work on and people I need to make amends with. So I'm excited about that. The new job is going great. I actually work tomorrow. I'm not working today because my daughter has a presentation. Of course, I got my grandbaby. Um, and then I'm going to a big book workshop, and then I'm going to hang out at the treatment center. Good morning, Unbothered. I knew you was coming. Unbothered, I'm going to say this. I almost didn't want to go live this morning. Good morning. Oh my God. Good morning, Red Wings. Oh my goodness. I love seeing Red Wings. We go all the way back, y'all. Yeah, I almost didn't go live, but then when I see your comment on my post, I was like, let me get myself together and get up here and talk to y'all. Um, and just let y'all know what's going on. So today I have ooh, I have 23 days. No, 24. I stand corrected. 24 days sober. And why does that mean a lot? For those of you, my day ones, if you go back to 2022, well, for some who met me in 2021, but 2022, 2023, when I was doing content, and I first started doing content, I had 2 years sober. I did maintain 5 years of sobriety. In the last 2 years of my recovery, I love you, Unbothered. I became dry. And in the last year of my recovery, people, places, and things caused me to relapse. You can steal it. You can have all of the love that I have to give Red Wings and make sure you give it to somebody else. That's the only thing I ask is that, when we receive something, we return it to, give it back to somebody. But thank you, baby, for coming through. And so I'm very transparent about that. It is so funny. It's funny because when I go to IOP, I've had more than one person tell me they thought I was a counselor there. And I'm really there for the CBT aspect of it, right? Um, but it's funny because when I'm talking and I try to be modest and they have a set aside prayer for those, especially for those of us who relapse that go back, that accumulate a little bit of time. And when I say a little bit of time, it's usually people that got at least 5 years or more. Because if you work the program, I mean, I can even say 2 to 3 years, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're active. Um, I'm a newcomer, right? So, but it's hard. Good morning, Room Shaker. That's my boo right there, y'all. I love me some Room Shaker. Um, it's hard when you go back to something and I know what I know, right? But I be trying to be humble. And sometimes I have to backtrack. I have to talk to my sponsor. I even have to talk to the counselor. And the counselor always just reassured me. She was like, Dawn, if you were doing to stand something, I would tell you. She was like, but I don't find fault in anything that you do. She was like, you're very kind. You don't offer unsolicited advice. You ask questions. You pay attention. She was like, you represent the program. But it's hard because some of the girls in treatment treat me like I've been in the program. And I be having to dial them back like, girl, no, I relapsed. Come, we, you know what I'm saying? So the one girl that I have gotten really close to in treatment, and she's a white girl. That's my boo. She was like, Dawn, I wish you would stop downplaying what you did. She told me that yesterday. We went to a meeting. I went to the oldest women's only AA meeting in the world yesterday, and it was held in Cleveland. The oldest. They celebrated their 72nd anniversary. Now, to some of y'all, that may be like, okay, whatever. The oldest women's only AA meeting in the world was started in the Cleveland, Ohio area. They have 72 years of having this women's only meeting. Let me tell y'all when Alcoholics Anonymous was formed. And then I'll get back to what me and my friend was talking about. Because y'all know I be random. And that's the only way I can deliver the message that I deliver. So y'all just have to follow, especially when Vibrant is not here to dial me back. AA is 90 years old. AA itself is 90 years old. It was beautiful. And I even got to see some people that I knew. I got to see one of my old sponsees. Um, so anyway, so I was talking to her and some other people. So certain aspects of AA would tell me to dumb down, sit down, shut up, because I relapse. Hey, Wild 513, thank you for coming through. But my friend was like, your slip was based on you allowing things in your life that probably shouldn't happen. And I know that, right? I know people that got 20, 30 years of recovery, and they'll tell you, I don't go to bars. I go to family functions. I don't deal with, but I don't have close associations. Thank you, Jay Dunn. I know you here. You know how we do in the morning because, I be getting ready and stuff when you live and still there, you know. But, and if y'all hear snoring, that's my grandbaby. They don't surround themselves. And I'm not just talking about support. I'm talking about people that who truly work the program, who's truly, truly, truly serious about their recovery, their spiritual experience and all that. They tell you they don't. And they don't date people that drink. And it ain't the person don't have to technically be in recovery. It's truly people that just don't drink. I think Jay Dunn is one of them people. I've only heard of Jay Dunn's literally. I've truly, truly only heard of Jay Dunn talk about alcohol maybe twice in the time that I've been around, 2021. You know what I'm saying? And I do know people who don't drink, but they just don't drink or smoke. Like I know people like that. So understanding that I was dry, I was spiritually sick, and I did end up in an environment where drinking and smoking was serious. And I thought I had it in the beginning, but it had me. But I know the program. And while a lot of people have a hard time coming back or getting sober again because of the guilt, I'm kind of just like, it is what it is. I knew what I was doing when I did it. I literally said, I'm grown. I know what I'm doing. And when I'm done, I'm going to be done again. I knew that. Right. See, exactly. Thank you, Jay Dunn, for clarifying that. So, you know what I'm saying? If I was to surround myself with people that would take a drink, Jay Dunn would be one of them. Because I know I can have fun with Jay Dunn and not even, she ain't going to even think about a drink. You know what I'm saying? She would be someone that, because she don't have to, she doesn't really desire to. It's kind of like, I could kick it with her and never worry about, you know what I'm saying? Um, and I'm not blaming anybody else's actions on my relapse. Let me say this. But what I'm saying to y'all is a person with addiction issues, with the disease of addiction, really should refrain for a lifetime as much as they can. You can never get comfortable and complacent, and you cannot think that you're bigger than the program. I tell y'all all the time what my issues was my spirituality. I was spiritually sick. I had suffered a lot of losses, And with each loss, I got sicker and sicker. And although I was able to maintain that time frame, inside I was dead. I was spiritually sick. So I'm spiritually sick. So my defenses is down. So whereas I went from moderately being around people that drank or just kind of doing my own thing, sober parties, different things like that, and kind of just being within myself, I isolated myself from sober people. And as time went on, I went around no sober people. And then as time went on, I was around people that was kicking it and partying. So of course, what else would happen? That's nobody's fault. Um, And I don't blame anyone. So I want to make sure I make that clear before people make an assumption or say that I'm trying to blame someone else for my relapse. No, I decided to smoke weed. I decided to take the drink. That was a choice that I made, because I took my power back. I understand all those things. So let me go back to my friend. We were talking and she was just like, but you are an example of the program. She was like, even down to the way that you dress. She's like, the way that you speak. And I get a little ratchet. I curse a little bit, but not too much, I've really been working on my language, and you could probably notice that now because I don't know how long I've been talking, but I don't recollect even cursing. And if I did, it was modest, mild. And she was just like, please don't downplay what you obtained. She's been around for a while, and even my counselor is just like, it's okay to know what you know. You know, um, you don't have the big head. You're very humble about it. You talk about God often and you use God in experiences. And let me remind you, I am not a Christian. I am still Buddhist. I still have an agnostic ideation when it comes to monotheism. God for me is not this deity surrounded with the Jesus stuff. That's not my concept of God. My concept of God comes from all over the world. And anywhere I go, I can grab a connection. I can learn something. I can feel something. I can breathe something. Um, so I want people to get those things misconstrued when they hear me talk, especially because there's new people coming. And I still do know some of these people are still coming from the sectors and spaces that we've been in. So like I said, some things will be repetitive, but it's just to make myself clear. Um, so yeah. Oh, zero dominance. Thank you for dropping down. You're not my concept of a person. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that means. If you want to further, put up another comment and elaborate on that with me, because I am got a phone call. Um, that's fine. Then you're not my concept of a person because people ask what something is and not tell it. Your messages are I don't know what you're trying to say. Zero dominance. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Anyway, so that's kind of how my week has been. So, um, of course, I've been having a lot of fun chilling with fine stuff. I'm not saying what I'm saying is losing touch with reality. It's like trying to say your concept of a planet or your star or your concept of a star, your concept of God. So I say it's okay. My conception of a person. Red Wings, I got you. I got you. I respect that. You know I've done enough research and understanding to know that. So dominance, zero dominance. I want you to understand something. When I came into AA, I had nothing. Good morning, 504 says. I grew the religion I chose to attempt to practice was Jehovah's Witness. And after some research and learning some things about the fellowship itself, I decided to part ways. Um, I want to stand for something that's going to be just and right, and I don't want to be aligned with anything that deals with corruption. So within religion, there is corruption. He over here kicking a cat. Sorry, y'all. It's cool. Let them rock out because they're not being disrespectful. Um, so please understand that when I say what I say, it's based on the fact that I've read books, I've researched, I've asked questions, I have talked to people, I have gathered enough information to know and understand that the reason I will not practice monotheism and the reason I would not fully subscribe to a religion is because humans are imperfect. And humans in all cultures create religion. And in all religions, there is corruption. So, because of the fact that there is corruption, I do not want to align myself with corrupt people. People put so much stock into religion, they put stock into man. And I don't want to do that. I enjoy my freedom of being a spiritual person. That's just my opinion. I do not put stock into religion because man created religion. There is a Sandman. Sandman is cool. Sandman ain't got to do nothing. Because trust, my phone is always next to me. So if I don't, I'm thinking you have some grammatical errors, and that's okay. But I get where you're going. But that's why I'm not atheist. I say agnostic to monotheism. It's not lame sounding. I refuse to be dominated by something that was created by man because men are corrupt. Women are corrupt. You cannot tell me to believe and follow something. Meanwhile, there are people in this group, this fellowship, this religion that's doing corrupt things and it's not being handled properly. Words are things because if you go back in the history of time, true religions were just word of mouth. There were no books. As things passed down, people created ideas and told stories. So they are things. Words are things. Purple is a thing. Bible is a thing. Girl, thing. Boy, thing. Dog, thing. Cat, thing. It's what the human mind chooses to put into the words. You can either hold on to them or you can dismiss them. Someone can call me a bitch. That's a thing. I'm always up early, Bunky. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's a thing. Someone can call me a whore. That's a thing. Anyway, let them keep rocking out. They got something to say. Let them say it. Good morning, Bunky. Let them say it. This is a free space. They're not being disrespectful. They're not, I don't really think that they're trying to troll me. I think that they're just trying to speak their piece and let them. So you said what you said. I said what I said. If you choose to say subscribe, that's fine. If you choose not to, I thank you for your comments in my chat. Even though we don't agree, that doesn't mean that I'm going to hate you or dislike you or have, any type of ill will towards you. You are always welcome here. I'm always up for a good conversation and debate, even though it sidetracked me from what I was talking about. But y'all know I get sidetracked anyway. Hood lady, you gonna have to take the role of Vibrant, okay? Because Vibrant be having me dial it back. Vibrant be like, oh yeah, you was talking about so and so. I go off in the tangent somewhere else in the world. Um, okay, all right, all right. Mm-hmm. See, once you become belligerent in my space, then it becomes a problem. I can't stand a belligerent person because you can say what you want to say and we can have a conversation. But once you become belligerent, uh, then you have to go. You have a wonderful day. I don't have time for that. I'll have been nothing but kind and patient with you. Um, So Big Mama handled that. Once you start out on this and out on that and blah blah blah, we ain't nobody got time for all that. You come in here and have a good time and rock out. Nobody got time for none of that goofy shit. Got me cussing. Unbothered for real. Welcome to the family. In hood therapy, you know you manage your mind, right? Yes, yes. I have listened to him a little bit. I have. I'm hip. I actually bought my daughter one of his books. It was like a book. My little one. She enjoyed that book. Yes, I'm hip to him. I'm hip to a lot of things, and that's why I say what I say. Yes, welcome to the family. Congratulations. You have definitely become a true supporter, and I appreciate you wholeheartedly. Yeah, because I was just about to fix it, and I looked, and yeah, you are. You should be able to do some things. But like, my chat be so small, so you don't have to really do much. And y'all know Big Mama be right here with her. My phone is on deck. So, I don't expect my mom to do anything, but just like share the links to sobriety and recovery related stuff and different things like that. Um, so yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. Um, just talking to the people, and another lady, so it's some new ladies that's coming into IOP, and they were all like, you really embody the program. And I'm trying to remain modest, guys. And I don't want to tell them not to say what they say, because I understand. Yes, he did. He did Red Wings. I understand that positivity and love projects, and it just makes people want to express themselves. But it's a lady that just started, and she was like, I can definitely tell, not only were you in, just in the program of recovery, like you were serious, you really read the big book, and I can tell you really took time out and you were dedicated. And she was like, even now, all you talk about is your experiences at me. She was like, I've never heard you complain about a meeting or say anything negative about meetings that you've been to. I said, because one thing you got to understand is, I was told, take what you need and leave the rest. I was told, something may not apply to you today, but you can put it in a box, and maybe later it may come back out. Um, so I was told things that allows me to, even if I'm at a meeting, especially when I go to like more inner city meetings, um, they tend to talk longer um, than the meetings that's in the suburbs, where people got to get up and go to work the next day or really got something to do. I'm saying that to be nice, because some places you go to a lead and the people, they give a lead, they comment be a lead on top of the lead. I've still learned to either tune them out or just say, this person probably really need to say this today. Oh, are you up yet? Or are you going back to sleep? You better lay back down? You can lay back down. Yeah, go ahead. Put the cover on you. Go ahead. There you tinky man. He's so cute. I'm so happy to have my baby. Y'all just don't understand. When I was sober before, I used to get him every weekend. He just used to give me so much life. So it was so crazy when his mom called and was like, Mom, can you get him? And I was like, that's just what I needed. Because my sponsor said I can't get a dog. He's just, because this is my baby. Y'all understand. I used to keep him so much in my first few years of recovery. Yes, that's my man. He is Sagittarius like me too. So yeah, it feel good, to know that, there are women, other women, and even guys. Well, I don't fool with the men too much. I be having to check them dudes. Like, this face on my thumbnail is how I be walking around when we go on like our smoke breaks and stuff and take our breaks at IOP. And they be like, oh, One dude was like, she act like she better than us. No, I don't act like I'm better than y'all. Some of y'all here because y'all want to get out of court, whatever, whatever. And y'all talk nasty, y'all talk disgusting, y'all still glorify getting drunk, getting high, using drugs. I don't want to be bothered with that. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? And then some of y'all, I'm old enough to be your mother. I got a 20-year-old telling me black don't crack. Meanwhile, my daughter wouldn't give you her phone number. Go sit down. The hell? Go sit down before I really tell you how I feel. See, I told them. I explained, thank you, unbothered. I explained myself to them. Hey, Tinky Man, if you got, go potty. Go potty. I explained myself to them and I told them I am David Banner. Okay? And some of y'all know that. And y'all still haven't seen a raw and uncut. Because, you know, at one time I was filtered. Let me tell you, look, I was filtered at one point because of my partner. I'm filtered now because of God. But I am David Banner. Okay? You better not be peeing on my floor. And if you is, you're going to mop it up. Because that's how we raise kids around here. You clean up your own messes. But I told him, and my counselor laughs. She was like, because I can see that. So I'm David Banner. So please understand the Hulk will come out. And so that's the face I'll be having when I be walking around. Like my face do be tall. I'll be looking at them like, don't even play with me. Hood lady says that like my daughter be on that anytime she goes because my daughters go to meetings with me. And so like my youngest daughter love going to the anniversary because at the anniversaries, you know, they have all the food. And so like she be like, yeah, mommy, I'll go with you if they don't have snacks. Man, Red Wings. And I be telling them that, like, listen, let me be with my business casual clothes on. Good job, Stinky Man. And I'm coming in here trying to get this recovery stuff and I'm smiling and let me be that. Because first of all, I'm a lesbian. So let's start there. Second of all, you ain't got nothing I want. Baby, you got $1. I'm taking 75 cents. Go sit down somewhere. And then, like I said, them dudes be in there, they be tripping. And so even some of the girls, I've noticed some of the girls are starting to gravitate towards me when I go in my little spaces and stuff, and they come over and sit with me. And they're like, girl, I ain't got time for that. Yes, baby. You want to watch Blippi? Okay. All right. Hold on, y'all. I got to put Blippi on. Let me put some Blippi on. I got to put Blippi on. But yeah, like, I do. My face be toe up, and it don't be toe up on purpose. It just be toe up because I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time to be playing with nobody's kids. You want to watch Blippi play with Easter eggs? You want to watch Blippi with the fire truck? No, you're going to have to tell me. Do you want to watch Blippi with the train? With the fire truck? Okay. I'm going to have to cut it down a little bit because I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube, okay? You heard me, Stinky Man? Okay, there you go. I'll cut it back up when I get done with this, okay? They do. They do. So, you know, people always think that, so I have been termed as a social butterfly. And people like to think of a social butterfly as someone that's just always in the scene, always just out there, blah, blah, blah. And my counselor was like, you know what? She was like, no, that's not a social butterfly. If you think about the demeanor of a butterfly flies around. It's beautiful. It gets into everything, touches things, but it don't sit long. So you have time to embrace it and admire the beauty of it, but you really can't catch a butterfly. So she's like, you fit the description of a social butterfly. And so she calls me her social butterfly. But thank you, unbothered. I try to be cool as hell though. I'm not lying. I try to be cool. I try to be courteous. Um. Oh yeah, he is dope. Yep. And my grandbaby loves him. My grandbaby is so intelligent. At 3 years old, he know all his colors. He know how to count to 10. He know his first and last name. Like this little boy is phenomenal. He really is. And that's where that you see that, in 3 year olds, especially coming from certain areas, should I say. But he is dope, and I'll be on him. Like I buy him stuff, to make sure he has it. I've been reading to him ever since he was an infant. Even though it used to be the big book, because that's what Gigi was doing. That's what Gigi did. Bunky said she loved a stank face Barbie. Yes, I am stank face Barbie. Oh, okay, it's a different character. Kind of like how Blue's Clues happened. Or is he just like the representative of the company? Oh, but you know what? That's probably why you like me so much. As crazy as it sounds, I find myself always being compatible with Tauruses, and I'm a Sagittarius. We end up having really good friendships. Very little fallouts. Like your calmness enjoys my spontaneous personality. So yeah, so I guess I'll talk about fine stuff. So me and her, we've been getting cool and just chopping it up, talking about recovery and stuff. And things are starting to be revealed, and I've still been setting those boundaries. It's just I could be a little flirty and talk a little mess, but them boundaries are still set. Anybody I date, we have to be friends for 6 months before we start dating, and then we're going to date for 6 months before we enter into a relationship. So that's still set. Um, but with her, like I said, I think I told you she does have a girlfriend. She and her girlfriend lives out of state. So like sometimes when we're talking and she says certain things, I'll dial it back. I'm like, okay, but you got a girl. So um this is cute and this is fun, but that's it. And she doesn't like that. So the other day when she was telling me the type of work she does, I was joking with her. I was like, oh, so cool, you get my nails done. And she like, yeah, but you can take me out to dinner. I was like, I absolutely can. So everything I do, I come back and reflect on. And I, okay, try to think, and did I make the best decision? Did I say that appropriately? Is there a way I can correct that? And sometimes if I feel like the message wasn't clear, I correct it. Good morning, TC. Good morning. Okay, thank you, hood lady. I did not know that. You see, you learn something new every day. Good morning, CC. Happy Saturday. So yesterday I told her, I said, let me clarify something. I said, yeah, I can take you out to dinner, right? I said, and money is not a problem when if I'm hosting, right? Because I would never host something and I make sure I have the finances to cover it. I said, but you have a girlfriend. I said, so while it's cute and it's fun, I said, let me be clear, it's not moral. And I do have some morals. I do have some values and I do have a conscience. I said, so I really wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. So she's like, you always do that. She was like, we just be having general hypothetical conversations and you do that. I said, because I have to make sure I correct things and set the proper boundaries. I said, because even outside of this recovery aspect, I said, the reality is I would not entertain you in that way. And so I was like, but I can throw on some jogging pants and a hoodie, or, you know what I'm saying, throw on some jeans, some tennis shoes, a wife beater, and a do-rag, and we can go as bros. Because she made this statement like, well, I can pay for my own dinner. I was like, well, cool then, homie. I'm like, I'm joking, but I'm serious. Like, and she can tell that I'm joking, but I'm serious. Like, I'm making light of it. But you know what it is. I'm letting you know, like, hey, I know we say certain things, but let me clarify. This ain't what it is. So I'm like, we could go as homies. She was like, I mean, yeah, we could go as homies, but I'm like, nah, we can, hey, I'm like, cause I'll put them in a dress, I'll put them in pajama pants, I'll put them in. I'm like, I told you they call me the lesbian whisperer. We just sniff each other out, and the lesbian just like, yeah, she gay. I could be talking about kids and everything else. They'd be like, yeah, she gay. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can tell she was a little bothered by it, because I stand very strong, and I was like, but I'm gonna come up here and hang out with you tomorrow, because now she's able to leave out of the they call it the convent, and have some free time. So I was like, well, I could come through tomorrow evening, and we could just chill, and and maybe go, hit up a meeting or whatever and kick it. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want to still be her friend, but within that, you know what I'm saying, I know that those boundaries need to be set, and I just want her to see, like, yeah, I'm setting these boundaries, but that still don't mean that we can't be cool and be friends in recovery. I mean, because the truth is, her reason for being in treatment is different than mine. And those of you know. And so that's another issue for me as well, because like I said, I want to align myself with people who don't drink. I want to align myself with people who, if I am hanging with them or interacting with them, as friends, that they know, all right, we about to do some stuff, we gonna have a good time, you know what I'm saying. But I absolutely do not want to date anyone that's into drinking and smoking at all, not even social. I don't care if you say, oh, I only have a beer or two up. Nope. I don't want, oh, I only drink on the weekend. No, don't drink at all. If you want some of this honey, you need to be sober, in whatever reason, in whatever right, in whatever way. You ain't got to be Christian. You ain't got to go to church. You ain't got to do nothing but not drink and smoke. That is my weakness. I know that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing with that. So, um, I know that her intentions, as far as, yeah, and that's why, because the one day we were talking, and she was like, well, even if I did get to drinking after I finished this, I would never drink around you. And I was like, but that's not the point. Drunk people do drunk people stuff, period. Even if a person is not really a drinker, but they may have one too many that night because they went to a concert or a birthday party or wedding, they get to doing weird stuff, like calling you at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, texting you. They want to vent to you. I ain't got time for that, because I'm gonna hang up on you. Oh, you drunk? What you calling me for? I don't want to hear this shit. I know that. So we're not about to build something on a fantasy. I don't live in fantasies. I'm out here pouring my heart out, going to meetings, working hard, doing assignments, writing stuff down. Like, I am not building my future on a fantasy. Or what if? Maybe I can change them. Maybe they'll come around. Boomkey, I'm about to read your comments in a second. Maybe this, maybe that. I'm not doing that. I'm not building my future on a fantasy. That's not godlike. That's not modest. That's not how people in recovery operate. It's so many things that's pulling me back from that fantasy. And you cute. And when I tell y'all, we're like magnets to each other. And that's fine. Everything serves its purpose. Everything does, right? I'm having fun. All right, Boonky, what you said? I dated a girl who did that to me, texting or calling another dude as if she ran off with me. I told her that was a ghetto thing to do. Yeah, I'm definitely not fucking with no bisexuals. I ain't got time for that. Oh no. Absolutely not. Listen, no, thank you. Because even when I consider myself to be that way, I was either left or I was right, never in the middle. So yeah, I don't do that, and I'm left now. So absolutely, I'm not entertaining that. No, because I'm David Banner. I am. I'm David Banner, and I know that. I know when I'm pushed to a point that I will go there, and it's very shocking to people. It's very shocking to people because they see this Dawn, and then when Dawn turns into that person who is not Dawn or LaDawn, or anyone else in this world, it's an out of body experience. They don't know how to receive it. It's unexpected. So, in order to keep myself under wraps, I stay away from things that's going to pull me out of myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I will have a lot of guilt, shame, and all those things are things. And I'm a person. Let's go back. I'm an addict. I'm addicted to alcohol and the effects that alcohol give me, and all of those things. But alcohol sets off a phenomenon of craving and does things to me that causes me to destroy things in my life. The Hulk. So yeah, I don't fumble around with that. Oh yeah, so that's the thing. And like I said, I can tell she a little disheartened because like Stinky, you pulling the cover off my feet. Be still, okay? Thank you. Look, you're so sweet. I love you, big head. He like, whatever, lady. Oh, not Linda Blair. Okay then. Okay then, Linda Blair. And Barbara just let us know she ain't no young girl, right? Because I done cussed a couple of times recently. Um, but yeah, so like, I'm not gonna lie though, it's crazy. And it could just be my desires substituting, right? Like we have a tendency to substitute. Um, let me choose the right way I want to say this. Give me about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a tendency to seek what we lose in other people. We have a tendency to um, validate what we're seeking. We have a tendency to move on. Yeah. Oh, wow. Don't let me forget that. We have a tendency to want to replace what we've lost. And while I know in some instance this fine stuff is replacing certain things, I know that it's not permanent. Okay. And I'm not planning on anything because I don't make moves without receiving what God wants me to receive first. What Krishna may want, or Buddha may sit down, or whatever. The sun may shine a certain way. And I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? My ear get to ring and I'm like, oh, all right, let me get myself together. My ear ringing. Shout out to Mama Global. I love you, Mama Global. Who said wow? Did I miss a comment? Or somebody in my chat that got me blocked? How you in my chat and you got me blocked? If that's the question. Um, but yeah, I understand that. Oh, because I'm animated. Yeah, I'm animated. Yes. Yes, congratulations. That's a good walk. Oh, wait, that's great. I'm happy when I could get someone through something that they're doing, whether it's a good day, bad day, or something. That's what's up. You have a beautiful day too. I'll see you next weekend. I try to go live on the weekends. I was trying to go live during the week, some impromptu, but I can always definitely dedicate a Saturday or Sunday morning because it's slower on the week. It's mostly Saturdays because I definitely always work all day Sunday morning on Sundays, 12-hour shifts. But so yeah, like with her, it's like it can be intense, but I'm grounded. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grounded because I talk to my sponsor, like I said, about everything. I was talking to my sponsor about her yesterday. She was like, "I just love how you becoming. You really are setting these boundaries, and and but I'm not hiding or rejecting my thoughts or feelings either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rejecting that stuff. I'm kind of just like, this is what it is. This is how I feel. I know this is a fantasy. I know that I've been single for what, 3 weeks now, and I know that being single in the first few stages of breaking up with someone, some people they grieve hard and they get depressed. I've always been the kind of person I'm like, all right, okay, but like this time around, my all right and okay is different because I'm surrounding myself with things that's building me up and not breaking me down. I won't even listen to certain songs. Like if I play a certain song that I always like and it kind of changed my mood or my thought, I cut it off and put on some Frankie Beverly or something, Maze or Coolio or Cameo. Like I'll change the mood. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to sit in something that's not going to make me feel better. And I can say today, y'all, I still have not cried. And I don't know why I have not cried. But I'm cool with that because who wants to cry? And I know when it's time to cry, I will cry. But I am rejoicing. And even when I'm in a bad mood or going through stuff or dealing with things, I still find a reason to rejoice. The fact that I am single, I can focus on my recovery. God is giving me everything I need. At times when I thought 6 months ago, 3 months ago, I had to work because I had to have this and I had to do this. Hold on, Molly. I'll answer your question. Good morning, baby. Um, and God is just truly giving me everything I need. And people, my dad, my few associates, the opportunities that's been put in my like it's there. So I don't have time to be depressed and to be a glum lot. And I'm gonna tell y'all, sometimes my brain get to going and I'm like, look, God, listen, I don't want to do this. I don't want to think about this. I don't want to ruminate over this. Like I don't want to feed into that. Because we know what happens when we feed into our feelings and our desires. We start acting on them. And I'll be like, all right, God, can you take over for me? And since that's true, that is true. Um, I but I don't want to be a fortune teller. My sponsor always be like, you want to be a fortune teller? And I'm like, no, no, ma'am, no, I don't. All right, so Molly asked the question. How much time do meetings and that journey take up? Is it like a part-time job? Absolutely. So IOP is about, let's see, two and a half, 2 minutes. About, I'll say IOP takes up uh, from the time I get there. I'm there from like 8 to 11:30. I usually leave there. So I'm there, let's say on an average day, I'm there from like 8 to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday. I'm not adding in travel time. I'm just adding in the time that I'm actually at treatment. Then um then I'll do a meeting. So that's like another hour, hour and a half out my day. And then like coming home, if I have an assignment or something, or doing my big book reading, um, yeah, I will give you about 30 hours a week that I invest into my recovery. Yes, about 30 hours a week. So it is like a part-time job. Yes, yes. And then, so like I usually go to 5 meetings a week sometimes. So my minimum is 5 meetings a week. So after IOP, they always have a lunchtime meeting. Thank you, baby. But I still go to other meetings. So I have a set schedule. Tuesdays is my home group. Wednesdays is my secondary home group. Um, Fridays I go to a meeting, and Saturdays I go to a meeting. So that's 4 days that I commit to going to meetings. And then like on Mondays, I still probably go to a meeting, just depends. On Thursdays, I still go to a meeting, just depends. On Sundays I work 12-hour shifts every Sunday, so I'm not going to a meeting on Sundays. So it is absolute commitment. But my goal is 4 meetings a week, 4 absolute meetings a week. And then, like I said, I do read. I'm reading the big book. I'm getting ready to finish that up, and then I'll be reading other books. So, and then I always will be doing big book studies. So I will constantly be reading a big book throughout the month, even if I'm not independently reading it at home, because I do big book studies at the AA meeting. So, yes. So even after I finish IOP, my goal is still to make sure I dedicate at least 10 hours a week to my recovery. 10 hours is the minimum. That's between the hour meetings. That's 4 hours. Talking to my sponsor, and then doing AA related reading, or emotional sobriety, or yoga, or recovery dharma. Like, it's always going to be after this at least 10 hours. Therapy, you know what I'm saying? All of those things are within my recovery. But right now, for these first 45 days, yes, it is absolutely about 30 hours a week. But then it'll be times where I'll be probably doing more meetings. I'll be cheering. At some point, I'll be a sponsor, you know, and just helping out and doing other stuff. I am planning on going back to school, if not in the fall, probably in the beginning of the year. Um, and while I am going to pursue my RN and different stuff like that, the ultimate goal, because I talked to my sponsor about it, is to go ahead and become a nurse practitioner and work in mental health, primarily women's health with drugs and addiction. It's going to be a combination. When I told my sponsor that's what I want, that's what I aspired to do, she didn't downplay it. She did not downplay it at all. She was like, "Oh no, you're going to do that." She was like, "I want you to get this commitment stuff, like Molly was saying, and I want you to, get back into your habit of your recovery, and then you're going to go back to school." She was like, "Absolutely." She was like, "There is no reason for you not to." Um, So in this time frame, I will not be working full time at all. I would never pull over 32 hours a week through work, which is going to be easy to do because I work 12-hour shifts. So I could do, my goal is always going to be to work the weekends for like the next few years. I don't have to move. I don't have to do any of those things. So I'm definitely going to utilize this opportunity to further my education. And if I go consistently, it shouldn't take me no more than 5 years. So by the time I'm not even gonna be 50, as long as I'll probably be 47, 48, and I'll be becoming a nurse practitioner with the help of God. But that's a long term goal. My short term goal right now is to just focus on my recovery for the um, next 6 months and just building a routine. But the only other major thing that I actually am going to have to do is I do need to get a vehicle. Um, because I know the vehicle I have is it's old and it's going to tank soon. Um, but yeah, so that's it. Yeah, it's a lot of commitment. And it was like that before. Now, am I? Some people are like, well, you'll burn yourself out. I'm not gonna burn myself out. I know how to take a break. Sundays is my off day from meetings. Monday, I can't go to a meeting or I don't have to. Thursdays, I can go to a meeting or I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, I'm going to a meeting. So there's little room for burnout. Excuse me. And then depending on what's going on, as long as I don't miss my 2 home groups, because that's a commitment. Because when you become a member of a home group, it's like becoming a member of a church in a sense. You have responsibilities. You need to be there. You need to, welcome to people, help out, make coffee, whatever you need to do. So those obligations will still be there. And life gonna happen, right? But I have a sponsor. So if I don't go to a meeting, I can call my sponsor. And when me and my sponsor get on the phone, we always talk for at least an hour. I have other sober friends. So there's always ways, even if I don't go to a meeting, to still ensure that I'm getting my recovery in. I may be too tired. And then they have 24-hour AA Zoom meetings. They have stories in the back of the big book you can read. I have books, so it's like it's a lot to do. You know what I'm saying? But um, I can always ensure that my recovery is first. My recovery comes first. Good morning, Vila Shay. Happy Saturday to you, beautiful. Y'all know I love me some Molly. Um, just so y'all know, I love Molly is my baby. I don't give a damn. Molly called me a stud last night. Oh goodness. Molly is my baby. I don't care what nobody say. It's certain people, they can't do no wrong. I am serious. Certain people in here can't do no wrong. And I'm sure people they know who they are. But as far as subscribers, yeah, Molly is my baby. Molly, JB, the damn unbothered, vibrant, hood therapy. Certain people can't do no wrong in my eyes. I don't care what they say. And I don't care if they trolling my face. Consecrate. They can't do no wrong. But Molly is definitely Molly and Vibrant Law. Yes. Yes. Molly just be cutting up. Oh, and Bunky my baby. Bunky my baby too. Um, and the fact that everybody got that picture right now, it is so crazy because KC got it too. And the fact that Molly's name is Molly makes it even funnier. Like y'all don't understand how that makes it so much funnier to see somebody named Molly in the chat being and as a matter of fact and casually dragging someone without being belligerent. Like Molly don't be cursing and being as a matter of fact and simply restating what somebody said or what somebody did and pointing out how people insinuate. Look at my wife. Look at her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You gonna make me catch a plane. You keep playing with me and going on these hiatuses. And I be seeing you in chat sometimes and I don't be wanting to drop down. Uh-huh. Come in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. Get on in here. Talking about some good morning. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Look at her. Let me let me put her up there. Look at her. Isaiah, you're kicking the cat. Look at her. Hmm. I was almost about to go call my lawyer because you know I'm spoiled and I be needing my attention and I be needing to see you. And I'm sorry that I can't be up late, but I be having to get up some morning. I don't know. It might be StreamYard. I can see it if you can't see it. And and you just muted the TV. Stinky. How did you do that? I be needing. Thank you, Red Wings. I be needing that. Oh, she just gonna come in here and just. Thank you, baby. Thank you for protecting the cat. She just gonna come in here and just act like she don't hear me talking to her. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I will divorce you because I am single and and um and I look good. Some of y'all may not think I look good, but I know I look good. And it's so many other people I can propose to and get married to. I just want you to know that. And just because I don't be up all night don't mean you gonna mistreat me like this. And sober Dawn looks real good. Man, when I tell y'all the light, the light that God is shining the light on me that's just radiating, I'm just a walking lesbian magnet. I mean, I got white chocolate and brown chocolate and Puerto Rican chocolate. And I just be like, what is going on? They just be like, hey, how you doing? You look good. I love your outfit. You look pretty. So you keep playing with me. I ain't gonna even catch a plane. You keep playing with me. You hear the seriousness in my voice while Blippy is in the background. You hear it. Don't get it twisted because I was just sitting here telling Marty how much time I take out for my recovery. I will come down there. As a matter of fact, what's coming up in August? I'll see you in Cincinnati. Don't play with me. Don't even do it. Now that we done got that out, because you know when you somebody's wife, sometimes you gotta put your foot down. Sometimes I gotta put my foot down. Let me stop. When she be talking about the link and she get up here and I get to tuck him, I tell her, hey. All she gotta do is hit the link. Once I hear the voice, all that just don't went out the window. I'm like, what you want to eat? You want me to cook? You want to scratch the scalp? You want me to cook? You hungry? It was so funny because last night, I don't know if Molly's still here. I was talking about eating some curry chicken. Molly's so used to me talking about cooking, right? Cooking and being domestic. Hey, Sean, what's up? Hey, friend. Body like, did you cook or you eating it? I was like, I don't cook no more. I ain't cooked since she left. I don't cook, you know. And that was funny because I was like, I'm single. I don't cook. And so then outspoken one dropped down and was like, what? I was like, oh no, I'm single. Oh, I'm good and single. Single. La. That was funny though. Because Molly be so used to me. I still be cleaning up though, Molly. I feel like I clean up more now. Yeah, I feel like I clean up more. KP, is so good to see you, my friend. Oh, Red Wings. It's Queen Pisces can hit this link. And I'm telling you, everything that I just said, I'm going to get up and take this iPad and go in the kitchen and start cracking eggs and frying bacon. Making French toast with seasoning and probably trying to get some powdered sugar, cut up some strawberries and arrange some arrangements, orange slices. What? Why are you sorry to hear that? Good morning, fact. No, I'm not playing. I swear to God. I put that on God. Baby, I am single. Brittany packed her shit up and said, I am done. And I said, that's all right, baby. You can be done. I got issues. So I need to take care of this. No, I'm single. There's no more babe. It's Papa Stinky Man, Tootie, and Juju. Oh, it's fine stuff. And then I got a white chocolate. But both of them got girlfriends. So we just like sober friends. We recovery friends. I do got to find stuff though. Man, listen, I got most. Listen. More issues, man. Listen, more issues, more stories, more magazines. Man, listen. I could truly publish a book. Look at y'all coming through though. Good morning. Yes, but no, for real, I am single. Look at these. Look at the lesbians coming out. We had it done. We got a KP. We got Sean in here. Sean better quit playing too. Who else coming through? It was probably a couple of them in the cut. Don't want to drop down. Yeah, that's Dr. Queen Pisces. In fact, you silly. I am living single. I'm really content though. I am really content. I do, but see, I want my wife. I still want my wife and I still want those things. I just got to clean up my side of the street first. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm doing right now. You know what you did, Sean? You know what you did. Sean does really good content. I was over there. Sean had shared this about this lady talking about pastors and churches and teenage girls and stuff. And I was like, that, oh Lord. And she done busted wide open for 45 years and now she want to give somebody advice. But see, Sean's channel is clean. So I try to keep it PG-13 over there. Because you know that troll will come out of me and I can get a bit belligerent. And I don't want her people thinking that. Um, Hey, Miss Big. Damn, I did not know you follow me, Miss Big Red Diva. Wow. Welcome. How are you, beautiful? Not the Mo 3 sector come. I don't know if she 100% Mo 3 sector, but that's where I kind of know her from. Good things do come to those who wait because I want my wife. And when I say I want my wife, I want to give her everything and every part of me and I want to give her the cleanest part of me, the parts of me that I kept hidden because I didn't want to be vulnerable. Because I wanted to play God. You know, Miss Big Red Diva, you are beautiful. You know, I follow you too. Welcome. Welcome to my space. It's nothing but peace, love, and positivity over here. Um, You know what I'm saying? And so I know my wife, she's going to have to understand recovery. She's going to have to pray with me in the morning. Even if she's not an alcoholic, I still want her to come in my world and read my literature with me. I want her to go to meetings with me. I want to go do so many things. I want to travel the world. And and I don't want to be limited to, well, I don't like to do that. No, let's go to a concert. Let's go to church if life is Isaiah. You pulling the cover off my feet if life getting too hard. And I ain't Christian, but baby, if we got to get up and go to church, let's go. That's what I want. I want my wife to understand that we're going to have ups and downs. I want my wife to understand. I want my wife to know she need to come to me first after she talked to God about our situation. Thank you, Miss Big Red Diva. I want my wife to know that. Come to me first after you talk to God. And let's work hard to keep this unity together. I've did enough fucking up. And I ask God to remove those things. I want my wife to be able to lead and be led. I want my wife to follow suit. Because, see, everybody, I mean, I tell them I have these issues, this trauma, this depression, this anxiety. And sometimes it sit me down. It do. I want my wife to look and be like, all right, babe, don't worry about it. You got through the day. I'll take care of, I'll clean up. I'll take care of everything. You chill. Because, see, when the world sit her down, I'm in bed. When the world sit her down, I'ma stand up. I'ma stand up for her. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want. I want us to be a balance. Oh my God, fat. Listen, anxiety is crippling. I have so many things that this little girl in me suffered a lot. And so while this little girl was able to get out of certain situations and survive, that little girl didn't heal. Today I'm working on that little girl so I can be a woman. But yeah, that's what I want from my wife. I want my wife to understand that I have been through hell and I have been redeemed. I have been reborn. I don't want my wife to be too old though. I want her to kind of be in my age group. But I don't want her to be too young either because I need to be able to talk about certain stuff and she get it. That's one of the problems with fine stuff. Sometimes I'll be talking and she don't get it because I'm older. I'm 12 years older than her. I was in middle school when she was born. Thank you, Fat. Right. But so that's what I want from my wife. And so I learned from my mistakes. Friendship first for at least 6 months. If you a neat freak, I might not be for you if you're not willing to do certain things. If you want a woman that's putting on makeup every day, I ain't for you. You get lipstick and eyeliner. Um, you want somebody that's gonna get up and cook every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I ain't for you. Those are petty things, but I'm not for you. You want somebody that's gonna wait on you hand and foot. I ain't for you. Because especially if I don't work the 12-hour shift, we eat not McDonald's. We eat Burger King, baby. We eat Wendy's. I'll pick it up. You know, I might be too tired after doing 2 12s or 3 12s in a row. I might not come home and wash. I know. My wife should be like, okay, look, don't even worry about it. What you did? I got my grandbaby, y'all. What you did? Nothing. Okay. So that's what I want. And I'm going to get it. But I know my wife has to be my friend for 6 months. And then my wife has to date me for 6 months. And my wife has to understand you're going to be my friend and then date me for 6 months. That's 1 year. um my wife has to understand that my God and my recovery comes first. My wife gonna have to understand that there are gonna be days where I may spend hours talking to my sponsor before I come and cuddle with her. Once I start sponsoring, there are gonna be days where I have to take out time. There are gonna be days where I may go to an AA meeting and I'm like, the AB gonna be from 7 to 8, but I end up coming home at 9 or 10 because something may happen or someone may need some help, or I may have to drop some people off. I need my wife to understand that. I need my wife to understand, once again, prayer and meditation twice a day is paramount to our relationship. There will be no debates. There will be no misgivings, no apprehensions. If you can't hold my hand and pray, if you can't read my literature, as a matter of fact, I want my wife to read the big book so she can understand who I am. The first 162 pages, I need my wife to read that. Good morning. Whoa, 504 is here. Outspoken. That's my boo. Ray, Loki, Sidewalk Gang. I think this person is from the Mo3 sector too. Thank you for coming through. I preach nothing but peace, light, and love over here. Only person cussing and fussing is me, and I really don't do that anymore. Look at my lesbians coming out. Heels and lipstick, sis. It is so good to see you. So good. Thank you for coming through, everybody. I want my wife to know that, though. Now, I have to acknowledge everybody that's coming in. I read all of your comments. Big Red Diva said, that is correct. That is correct. Friendship, your communication doors stay open, and everybody is understanding. Yes, and I am willing to be celibate. Last time, before I started dating again after I divorced my ex-husband, I was celibate, and I did not date for 2 years. So I know I can do it. Sorry, I'm on oh wow. Thank you for coming back. Fact, healing, and grounding is so important. My panics attacks. Yep. Queen Pisces, yes. Yes, my love, my loves. Good morning, y'all. So I need my wife to know that. I need my wife to do that. I need my wife to be open 100% to healing, growth, prosperity, and leveling up. I need my wife to be comfortable to go to an AA meeting and sit with me in front of a bunch of white women that's 60 and older. I need my wife to be comfortable to go to an AA meeting with me in the ghetto and to understand that the meeting's supposed to be an hour, but we might be there an hour and a half, 2 hours. Big Red Diva, I'm crossing all my T's and dotting all my I's. I can't afford another relapse. And I'm dead ass serious. And I'm gonna tell y'all why those things are important to me. Cause see, if she's spiritually sound and she emotionally sound and she ain't out here getting fucked up and drinking all goddamn day and night, and she ain't chasing fallacies and dreams, and she has education and she's grounded on the ground and she knows what she wants out of life and she understands her history and she understands that she no longer lives there and she understands what I'm going to bring to the table, whether big or small. I can almost guarantee you she's going to have a career, a long-standing job, her own place, a decent running vehicle. It ain't got to be nothing fancy. It can be a Honda, Kia, Toyota, Lexus, Hyundai, Subaru. I don't care. She's going to have all the other things that most people require. So I don't even have to look for that. I ain't got to look for that because she's going to already have that. Right. Because I go to both. I be needing now I gravitate outspoken towards the people, them rich white women. Because that's what I aspire to be. Not rich, but that recovery. See, yesterday I sat in a meeting. Y'all might have missed it. I sat in the oldest women's only AA meeting in the world. Yesterday they celebrated their 72nd anniversary. AA is 90 years old. It was hundreds of years of recovery in there. I refuse to compromise any of my requirements. I refuse. And I know y'all gonna hold me accountable. If I get on here talking crazy, y'all gonna be like, didn't you say ABC, X, Y, and Z? Did you say you want the cat sleep? Yes, the cat is asleep. Yep, he's sleeping, baby. Yes. The high value is in healing. The high value is in spirituality. The high value is in being grounded. The high value is in making sure that your mind and your body is synced. It ain't about what a person can see on the outside. Huh? Go get what? Oh, you want to go see Auntie Jessica? Go ahead. Go. Go call her. Oh, you want some snacks? Yes, you can have a snack. Yes. So, because I had did a sweep. Remember I was talking about you remember I said I was leaving. I wasn't gonna do no more content. Hold on, I gotta switch it.
Oh my god, he sounds so good. I didn't even know he was here.
Yeah, he came. You was asleep all day yesterday, girl.
She said she would get comments. I was like,
who?
Janika, I said, I got what to do myself. And then like it took a while, and then she didn't come in like 5 minutes, so I was just
Take him with you for a second, Tootie.
I couldn't do use the bathroom.
Okay, put him in your room, please.
Oh, Zach. He said he was staying here. Is that my shirt?
Yeah, because she ain't sending no pajamas. I was pretty pissed about that. Tootie, say hi to everybody. She said she don't want to speak to y'all. It's taken care of. But remember when I said I was done? I did a sweep. So for like 2 months, the only mod I had was Vibrant. Yes. Can you put it on? I just need like 15 minutes. Can you put Blippy on your laptop for me?
Yes.
I just need 15 minutes. Close my door, please. No, baby, I did a sweep. There you go, Queen Pisces. Outspoken. And 504 sis, welcome back. But yeah, so that's what I want from my wife. Am I perfect? No. Have I made mistakes? Yes. But right now, in this process, I am cleaning. When I tell you thoroughly cleaning up things, thoroughly telling my sponsor, I tell her everything. I mean, literally, like, Tootie gone, y'all. Hey, long hip armpit. Ah, no, I shaved yesterday. I shaved. So, nope, nope. And I want my moms to know. It's a few people in here. I know some people don't get along, but y'all gonna be all right. You know, y'all gonna be all right. Y'all don't get along, but y'all gonna be all right in here. Because we family. Aunties and cousins don't always get along. Listen, it be like that sometimes. But I shaved yesterday. So yeah, thank you, baby. I shaved yesterday. Yep, Tootie. I'm still crazy. I just don't troll no more. I be itching sometimes though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Sometimes I be ready, be wanting to drop down and just say some crazy stuff. I'm not like, man, listen. Cause I got a few trolls. I got a few trolls that still wanna turn stuff and twist stuff and yeah, Tootie gone, y'all. Tootie ain't got time for me. She 12, baby. She come in here, she look at me, and then she be like, all right, I'm done. Okay, that was enough for the now. I'll see you in 8 hours. Thank you for subbing. Welcome. Ain't no ratchetness over here. It's nothing but fun and positivity, but we do crack jokes and talk a little mess. Sometimes I drop my link. I'm not doing it this morning because I have my grandbaby. Um, and when he says he's hungry, y'all know I got to get up out of here. He ain't said it yet. But I love Columbo, by the way. I do read comments. I do respond. Um, I do communicate. I do not ignore anyone. And I do not tolerate any type of disrespect. Once I see that you're being disrespectful, Big Mama is getting rid of you. There will be no times. Once if I tap you, you go. Yeah, once if I have to tap you, you go. Because I have a very high tolerance for people. I don't care about you trolling and talking mess. So if I tap you, you out of here. My mom's to time you out. But if I tap you, you go. If I have to get my phone and scroll to your comment, you out of here. Man, fact shoe game is man, listen. Fact be make me want to get like Big Brenda and start posting heels just to be in competition. Listen, let me tell you what happened. So for the first time since I've been in treatment, I wore tennis shoes. And everybody was like, oh, them is real cute. I'm like, I do have tennis shoes. I just don't wear them. Half the time I don't even have no shoes on. I be sitting in there with my shoes off. Because I don't know. I just hate shoes. Um, but yeah, y'all, this has been a great morning. My week has been phenomenal. And I'm glad that you guys are here listening to me be random and banter and talk and just, kick my stuff off. I am in such a great space and place, and I am not perfect. Good morning, Queen Tosa. I dropped down in Queen Tosa's live the other day. She had a brown wig on. She was playing some music. I sat there for a minute. I was just chilling because sometimes I drop down and don't say nothing because like people just be in the uproar about nothing. Because I still got to remember they see LaDawn the Joker. They see LaDawn the Sun Goddess. And even though I'm not in that space anymore, they still see that. So they see LaDawn and they get in the uproar. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna just chill. But yeah, that wig was cute though that Queen Tulsa had on. But I ain't gonna be here much longer because I do got to get up and get ready because my daughter has this presentation today. She's presenting a an entrepreneurial pitch for like they have this thing that they're doing where they pitch a business and she's pitching for the district because she won the local competition. Child, I know you a vibe. You know me and you good. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, we good. We got a lot in common. And I don't bandwagon with people. I like who I like and I don't dislike anyone, I like who I like and I don't care what they do in other spaces. You know what I'm saying? You need to do another lingerie competition though. I'm single now, so I might be able to get up in there. And last time the big booty won. This time, you know what I'm saying? These triple D's might have to come represent. Might have to come represent for the top heavies. Because again, I'm single, so we kicking it, baby. Woo wee! I'm going to see Usher and Chris Brown. I'm going to see Boney James. I'm definitely going to the Cincinnati Music Fest. Look at me throwing out hints. Me and my sponsor going to see Usher and Chris Brown. Me and my friend, my white friend Parashka is going to see Boney James, and I have to figure out who I'm going to go to the Cincinnati Music Fest with. Hopefully by then I'll be done met a few more people that have a couple of dollars, and maybe we could just do like an Airbnb. Everybody gonna be sober. Boney James. Well, KB, I do have a booty, but I don't have hips. So that takes me out of the bottom heavy because I'm very narrow. Like, you see me in the front and be like, she ain't got nothing. Then I turn around and you be like, what is that all there? But because my boob's so big, God decided not to give me hips. Because if he would have gave me big hips, a smaller waist, and a big booty, I probably would have been somebody's video vixen prostitute Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he was doing. He said, I'm going to give you a little bit, but not too much. Boney James is a jazz player, fact. Fact, put Boney James on your music list. Boneyga. Yes. Yep. Oh, good jazz music. Him and Najee. Yeah, I love Najee too. And Mia X is doing a tour. And she's doing it with I think Silk the Shocker, but it's gonna be like an orchestra, and I'm hoping they come to Ohio. I know Juvie gonna be here, but I'm not gonna be able to go see Juvie because I ain't got nobody to go with me. All right, yes, Queen Tulsa, have a beautiful day, honey. Good morning. I am enough. Yeah, yes. Who doing the NB sector stuff? I'm not. I came at the ass end of Nature Boy, and what I know about Nature Boy didn't come from YouTube. It came from Facebook and stuff. That's beyond. That's a little bit above my pay grade right there. Shout out to the 33 people in the chat. Somebody must not be live, but I'm happy that y'all here. Um, Listening to me banter. If you missed anything or want to catch up, please go back and hey TG, God go with me everywhere. I ain't worried about nothing, baby. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. Isaiah, you forgot to close the door. Close my door. Thank you.
I tried to watch movie
We'll go cut it on. Yes, you can. All you have to do is hit the play button. No, Blippy is on YouTube.
I think he's still got
Okay, but it's on YouTube. Close my door. Yeah, that's above my pay grade. I don't know. I think I just want to go for the aspect of it. TG, thank you for dropping down. Somebody else came through. Andro, thank you for dropping down. Um, and coming through. Just want to make sure I acknowledge everyone. Yeah. I just want to go for the festivities. Like I don't want to limit myself. And sometimes the venues don't be nice because I ain't want to see 112 last year. 112 was cool, but I ain't want to see him. But you know what I'm saying? Like, certain people you want to see, certain people you don't. How's your sister doing? I hope she doing okay. Send her my love and blessings. It's so many of y'all dropping down today that I didn't even know what's up to me. That is a blessing. I know y'all be in the clouds, you know what I'm saying? And I know I ain't really giving off no drama and then I'm just talking about things that's going on in my life and, sharing my experience, strength, and hope and just being giddy and girly with y'all. But I appreciate y'all for being here. I really do. I really, really do. Because you could be investing your time into someone else or listening to something else. But you here with me and I love y'all for that. God bless y'all. And if you don't believe in God, may the universe bless you. May the birds shine, may the birds sing a song and may the sun shine on you when you feel some dirt or get some vitamin D or whatever, whatever it is. Hey, hey, Ivy Pearl. Oh my God, not Ivy Pearl. That's another one of my boos. Look at y'all coming through. Look at her. Hey, girl. I don't cut up no more, y'all. I'm sorry. And I know, like, I'm gonna tell y'all something funny. I can always tell when somebody dragging me or slick shading me, cause my subscribers go up real quick. And I'm like, who the hell been dragging me, or who been talking about me? What's up, Tony? Good morning, sister. Hey, boo. That's my Barbie sis right there. Don't nothing get better than y'all seeing me and her talk in the chat. Y'all be having to catch us in the chat. Man, that stuff be so funny. We be talking shit with our pictures. Yes, that's my boo right there too. And she be saying like, "Ooh, Lord, it's too much going on," and I be saying some crazy stuff, and we both be sitting there like, "Girl, girl." Me and Tony be catching it. Thank you, Fat. Thank you, Miss Big Red Diva. Blessings to you, darling. In fact, I noticed that, but I don't brag about it. I really don't. I know that people that come see me truly coming to see me. I am David Ruffin. um. Oh yeah. But yeah, it's so funny because like me and Tony have always had this banter, mild, even when we used to be at Buddy Lee's. And shout out to Buddy Lee. But just with these pictures now when we just be communicating, it suits us. Cause she be dropping down like, girl, what is going on? Y'all tripping this chat. Hey DC, good morning. Be safe, Tony. And I be sitting up talking my mess with my girl. It sets the tone. Good morning, Brenda. Hey, beautiful. I was just mentioning you and your shoes. I said, Mr. Fact about to have me out here posting my heels in competition because he always posting his shoes. I said, I'm about to post my sandals and my heels because you ain't gonna outshine me with all them Jordans. Because I got some shoes, baby. I got white toes too, y'all. I'm about to change it because people been telling me my feet pretty and I don't like that. Leave my feet alone. They for me, they not for you. Unless you gonna stick a toe in your mouth. I'm gonna start dropping down more, y'all. But sometimes I'll be listening, like depending on where I'm at. Like I'll be listening, but I really won't type. But I do be around, and I made that post the other day just to let y'all know. My sisters know I be in y'all chats. I be like listening to y'all replays. And sometimes I just don't drop down because I may be in a space where pulling out my phone would be inappropriate. I sure did. I sure did. I clean my feet. I wash my feet. Okay, I wash my feet in between my toes and everything, and I scrub them 3 times a week. So these feet is good. I'm always sliding something in. I ain't totally healed. You gotta have a little something to reel them in now. I ain't covering my head, and you gotta have a little something. Gotta have a little spice. Yeah, I do. I do. And my once I get up and get moving, my day is I'm gonna be running all day once I leave. I ain't gonna really be running all day. Somebody tagged you 2 cameras. I ain't tagged her. I should have tagged her. I actually, when I do soak my feet at home, I use apple cider vinegar with the mother Epsom salt, and a little bit of essential oils. But yeah, I have a foot stone and everything. And I thank God that I'm no longer depressed, because when I'm depressed, I do tend to neglect myself. I mean, a lot of people do, but like when yeah, oh yes, yes, yes. Hmm. I tell the girls at treatment, because sometimes they always, like I said, they be complimenting me, and I be like, when you look good, you feel good. But I also let them know, you know what I'm saying? I tell them, I'm like, don't get it twisted. I don't spend a lot of money on the clothes that y'all see. And I'll be telling them, oh, I got this from Ross, or I got this from City Trends, or I got this from Burlington. Like, I tell them, like, this stuff is not expensive. Right, right, right. So I'm very honest with them. And I'm like, like this, the bag I carry all of my AA stuff in, I actually got from the Goodwill. It was a Kate Spade bag, but I found it at the Goodwill. Big Brenda not following you. Listerine is good. And I'm gonna tell you, because of the alcohol and the some of the chemicals in it. Just like in a nursing home, we used to use shaving cream back in the day when a person would have a blowout. We used shaving cream to clean them up. After we got the feces off of them, we would use shaving cream to get the rest of the residue. Hmm. Yeah, I ball out on a budget, but you know what I'm saying. So, because like I'm the kind of person, I like to spend money on like events and stuff, and sometimes I could get bougie when it comes to like my sheets and stuff. Like I have a bunch of sheet sets. Um, I'm weird like that. So I do have my quirks of what I like to spend money on. Why are you up? Are you up because you see me? I can get off. I can shut up. I will go to Starbucks and spend $10. I will, because I have like the stuff to be specific. So I do have my quirks. I love to eat out because I'm not domestic. So, but I like my clothes to be simple. I like them to be cute. I will buy something that I feel like is ugly and put it together with something and turn it into something, and people be like, "Oh God, the kids got the zoomies, y'all." Yes, yes. So I have my quirks. I buy expensive bras. I buy expensive underwear. The things that you don't see. Like my bras usually, even if I catch them on sale, be about $50. That's one sale. That's when Lane Bryant emails me. But yeah, I have spent the most I paid for a bra is $72. Hey, Ghetto. Good morning, Ghetto. God damn it, ain't nobody live. Ghetto done dropped down. Mr. Put Your Dukes Up is in the chat. Good morning, Ghetto. Happy Saturday. I hope you feeling better, because you wasn't feeling no pain last night. Listen, Ghetto dropped down and on Lemons Lincoln was like, "Hey, what's up, y'all? Yeah, yeah. What's going on up on this panel? What's going on, Pizza? What's up, Ken Nola? What's up, Lemon? What's going on, y'all? Yeah, I'm just chilling. Yeah, some. This is ghetto. I said, oh, he ain't feeling no pain, baby. He done had everything to make you feel good. Listen, he done had his cannabis and he done had him some tequila, some vodka, and he just barely holding on. But he gonna hit that link. And I was living for it. Because I still love people that drink and smoke. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Have fun. Ghetto's a very successful black man. And I'll never take that away from him. I don't give a damn what he do. There you go, Ghetto. Look at me giving you your flowers this morning, even though you made me do my taxes on my own. And then I ended up having to owe the IRS because I am a true 1099 outside of YouTube. Man, Ghetto was up there like, put your dukes up. Ghetto had me thinking of every cartoon from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. I was like, not him cutting up, putting your dukes up. Put your dukes up. What's up, baby? Huh? Let me see. Come here. Come here, Gigi, baby. Him said he hit his leg. Let me see it. Let me kiss it. Oh, little man, show me. Got a phone call. Sorry, I was being a granny too while I was getting a phone call. I had to kiss it. Give me the kiss it. You need to kiss it, Granny baby. So I have goddaughters. So he is like my godson slash god grandbaby. So you hear them calling me Gigi. Yeah, so I'll give y'all 2 4 hours and then I got to go get my life together. I'll give y'all 2 hours. But yeah, so what was I talking about before he came in? I can hate my leg, Gigi. And I kissed and now he out there running again. But yeah, Ghetto had me cracking up. That's what I was talking about. He had me thinking about all them cartoons with the little put your dukes up, put your dukes up. I was like, you know what, Ghetto? I cannot take y'all. I cannot. I just can't. Y'all never seem to amaze me. Y'all definitely do keep me entertained. Even though I fussed at y'all, you in the mirror, y'all was like, they look at them. You know. But I'm glad. Let me say this. I am glad that both of you guys had enough consciousness in y'all in yourselves to meet up, talk y'all shit, but it didn't lead to anything terrible, and you guys both walked away unscathed. And you know, I'm glad for that because both of you gentlemen are successful and you're mature and uh I mean I know sometimes pride get in the way, but y'all good. But hopefully YouTube cameras go live. I know it's almost 10. I said I give y'all 2 hours of me just rambling and talking to myself and reading y'all comments in the chat. Shout out to Rex. Rex dropped down in one of my comments and checked on me. That's my dude too. He cool. He a cool dude. Sorry, y'all hear all this racket. I need to plug in my iPad or not because it just broke in half or came apart. Um, Not nurse home argument. I told you all I was thinking about was put your dukes up. Put your dukes up. Oh, breakfast ready. Shit. We going to Dunkin' for breakfast. And I got food in there, but I ain't cooking. It sounds like Jessica in there making something though. Look at me doxing my daughter. She got the most common name in America. I ain't worried about that. Go look her up. Go look up Jessica. Oh, wait. That is not what I'm. Jesus. Where are you? Oh, right there. She called it a nursing home fight. I am so done with you, Queen Pisces. How did this happen? Oh, I'm having technical difficulties over here. Ah, she talking about breakfast ready. She talking about baby and me and more. What is going on in my chat? They all in love, hugs and kisses. Thank you, Brenda. Um, I have been going through a lot, but I am good. But for the grace of God, I am wonderful, actually. Ouch. God damn it. Thank you, sis. I'm wonderful. All right, I'm good now. Right. She up there speaking nigga-ish, Puerto Rican, and French. Then she gonna drop down and say something ghetto and just throw us all the way off because that's what she do. He is out there cutting up, y'all. I gotta put him in the tub and but I'm so happy to see my baby. I'm so happy y'all came through, man. It's just amazing to know that I have family and friends and the support that I do. You guys fucking rock. You're awesome. You are awesome, awesome, awesome. Sorry, I'm checking my email. Don't be hating. I just want some food. And then y'all can have at it. I like food. I'm picking my weight back up. Because I lost a lot of weight. But I'm slowly picking it back up. I put on one of my t-shirts and it was a bit snug. I was like, ooh wee. Okay then, that weight getting back on me. I'm about to be thick again in a minute. About to be thick with a QE. Yeah, I love me, baby. I ain't turned down no food. And you know what's crazy, Brenda? That's good money. Those people that be traveling. Thank you, sis. You know, around the world, like the Asian people and some of them, they make good money doing that content. That is really, really good money as far as content. It's something about watching people eat while I eat. Thank you, Fat. You know, you have been paramount. And in fact, I want to say this. I appreciate you when you tag me in things. That stuff be right on time, brother. It really do. It really, really be right on time. So this beach body gonna be thick. Okay, you gonna get some fupa. You gonna get some stretch marks. You gonna get a few dents. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we do it over here. I'm 42 and I appreciate what I got. I ain't trying to be perfect. I just want to be healthy. And being all that stuff people be trying to do, being all that tone, that stuff don't always guarantee health. Sometimes you do the opposite. You know, I've known people that end up hurting themselves doing all that crazy working out and taking all that stuff to sculpt their bodies. And you know, I remember my trainer, she was taking creatinine and it made her break out. And she went to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist was like, "You don't need this. Stop taking it. That's why you broke." And I mean, when she broke out, like, so nothing is good when it's abused. Even if it's working out and taking all them protein shakes and all them different supplements, you got to be careful with that stuff. I mean, when I tell you, it looked like she had got hit with the plague in the face. And she gave it up because she was going to enter a competition. And she ended up not even entering it because she was just like, it was too physically taxing. So, yeah, but you getting fupa and dupa, baby. Yeah. Yep. You getting fupa. You getting some stretch marks because I can't. I don't want to take that away. I love being voluptuous. I'm not gonna lie. I love my body. I love having a little extra meat on my bones. I'm okay with them telling me I'm obese when I go to the doctor. But my blood pressure's managed. I don't have diabetes. I don't have heart issues. My liver is healthy. Like all the other things that matter outside of that is good. So if me, based on their charting, um, is considered being obese, I can accept that. Because I remember I had an Arabic doctor, he retired. He told me, he was like, this chart said that you're obese, but you're black. Because if you look at women from the Middle East, they're very curvy too. So I refuse to be judged by terms based on culture or ethnicity that doesn't always include my genetics, my DNA. That wasn't designed for us. I'm 5'3". I should be like 110 pounds. Get fucking real. 150 makes me overweight. I'm cool. Let me have my love handles. They hating on our love. I am dead. Hi, Papa. Papa done woke up, y'all. Come here. Hey, oh, he gave me a kiss. He gave me a hand nudge. Oh, guess what? The people I gave Charmin to called me. They want to bring her to see me. They want to bring her to see me. So I told them they can bring her next Friday. So I'm excited about that. And when I was like, she was like, "How's everything going?" Blah 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 with you. I was like, "Yeah, I'm single now." She was like, "Girl, stop." I was like, "Yeah." She was like, oh, "I feel so bad." I was like, "No, it's cool because Charmin got a great home, and now I really just don't have time for a dog for real, anyway." Where I thought I didn't have time before, like I really don't have time now. Like some days I be gone 15, 16 hours a day. So that's cool. But she was just like, "Really, girl?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm single." You love my thumbnails? They are created by other. I just grab whatever. Like I don't even put thought and effort into it. My thumbnails represent who I am. I'm goofy, I'm silly, I'm funny. So like I don't really have the desire to like construct actual thumbnails. Um I just take a picture and just put it up there because this is a hobby. Yeah, but I kind of just I like my stuff to be based on my personality. Like I do have lots of love to give, and but it's hard for me to go be somebody's ray of sunshine. And another thing I think about when people are like you never smile, because just Krista said it. She said you never smile in your pictures. I don't know if y'all on social media, but some of them pictures where they show the little tiny dogs. It'd be like a little chihuahua and it'll be struggling to smile and people be like, "Why are you not smiling?" I always think about myself when I see those little videos. And because I don't it's not that I don't smile because I have bad teeth. I get my cheeks are chunky. So when I smile, it closes my eyes. So that's probably the reason. It has nothing to do with my teeth or anything. I'm not self-conscious about my teeth. It's just I be struggling to get a smile out. I really do. And plus, I said my cheeks are chunky, so they close my. I have high cheekbones, so it'd be like they close my eyes, and I don't like that because I be looking like I'm squinting. Well, I mean, you true. That's true fact, but you can't find. I mean, you can find something wrong with my teeth, but I have damaged my teeth. I drank. I smoke weed. I drink coffee. I smoke cigarette. I vape. So I have done damage to my teeth, and I don't give a damn because the same person that's judging me got a lot more shit to work on than I do. You should go live then hurt some feelings. Why we worried about people's feelings? I ain't worried about nobody's feelings. Anyway, I done gave y'all 2 hours. I got like an hour and a half to get up and get everybody in this house already. That's how much I love you. And I've been having a good time talking to everyone. Everyone, I appreciate you for coming through. Everyone who dropped down and said hello. Everyone who liked my video. Everyone who sat here through the whole time. Those who gave me 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or a full 2 hours. I love everyone so much, but I do have to get up. Oh, I am. I'm actually going to go get them whitened. You know what I'm saying? Um, but going to the dentist is expensive. So hold on, Stinky. I'm about to get up. Just give me 1 minute, okay? Did y'all hear him? He just makes my day. He's like, okay. But let me get up and get my day started. I probably won't be around after this. Because like I said, I got so many things I'm going to do. You guys have a beautiful day. Listen, if it gets too bad, step back and pray or meditate or say the serenity prayer. Something. Don't let this day get away from you. And don't let nothing that happens in this day destroy it. You can always reset. Y'all have a beautiful day. I love y'all so much. And I did have to block someone today. And I'm sorry that I had to block you. But what you're not going to do is come in my chat and talk to me like I'm an idiot after I've been kind and gracious to you and I allowed you to say what you needed to say. That's what we don't do over here. We don't play no games. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. Congratulations to Unbothered for Real. She just became a part of the family. Welcome back, KP. Yes, baby.
You said make her an egg.
She cooking eggs. You want some eggs? Can you make him some? Scramble his though. Thank you. And then we got to start getting ready to go. Yeah.
Come on, Zaya.
It's your big day. Big dog. Don't cough and try to fake sick. Big dog. Yeah, anyway, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Have a beautiful day. Like I said, I'll be here for a little bit, but y'all probably ain't gonna see me for the rest of the day. Y'all be good. Bye.